What's up, what it do, cyber world? It's your girl, the one, the only Ash Brown, and this is the Ash Brown Uncensored Show. On this show, I talk a little bit about anything, maybe pop culture related, maybe me related. It may be just something that I just saw on social media I decided to make some commentary about. Who knows? But today, we're talking about being a beard. Being a beard. I went to go visit one of my god babies who is it's crazy. Now she's in high school, which is insane for me because I'm like, I remember when you was born. How could you be in high school? But yeah, that's another story within itself. Anyway, so we were sitting around, we were having dinner, and she asked me about, my dating history and all these different things, and she's starting to dabble in liking boys and things of that nature. And she asked me, and this is just so random, and I don't know why this question was posed to me, but she asked me if I was ever a beard. For those of you that don't know, a beard is basically a cover for someone. So in pop culture, it's most notably a gay person that's pretending to be straight with maybe a best friend or something, or whatever. They're trying to convey the story that they're straight, but everybody knows that they're not straight. But in my case, it was a guy that was sleeping around with a whole bunch of other females that knew that I was like a goody-goody, as they like to put it, and just utilized that for his benefit. So, story goes as this. I had a neighbor, we're not going to name this neighbor, but at the time, she was a really good friend of mine, or so I thought it was. And she was dating this guy, and he was so sweet, y'all. He was super studious. He was like high in rank in NJROTC. I was in NJROTC as well. And he was just overall stand-up guy, had all kinds of letters and offers for college, and just the stand-up guy. That's the guy you want to be with. That's the guy you want to marry. She, on the other hand, very studious, but a bit of a flake, a little flaky, and definitely boy crazy. I didn't know how boy crazy she was. Never thought of anything else about it. So, fast forward, my mom always told me that I was not allowed to date until I was 16. 16, then we could have a discussion about you going out on a first date. So I was like, okay. I wasn't super excited about it. I was never boy crazy. I associated guys and sex with babies and pregnancy. And I'd seen enough of teen pregnancy in middle school and high school. So I really was never into the whole bit of dating and all that other extra stuff. But there was this guy that approached me, and we were seniors. Yeah, we were seniors. So homecoming was coming around. That's what it was. And the previous year was my first year going to homecoming, and I went to, I don't know if it was David's Bridal or whatever, but I went and found this really cute maroon dress and his shawl. I was so proud of my dress, y'all. I was so cute. And so the following year, everybody had dates. Everybody was paired up with someone. They were like, oh my gosh, Ash, you got to get paired up with someone. I was like, nah, I really don't. I'm okay. I'm okay with it. And this guy, I'm not going to name him because, legalities and stuff. I don't want nobody coming after me off some money that I ain't got right now. I'm trying to do that. But he approached me and he was like, hey, would you like to go with me to homecoming? So I was like, sure. Okay. You're okay looking, non-threatening black male. Sure. Yeah, why not? So it was official. He was not my type. He was kind of skeletal looking. He was really skinny, wore glasses, wasn't really attractive to me, but I knew that he was someone that I could definitely get by with my mom. And he wasn't someone that was going to be super intrusive. So that happened, and then I told my mom, and she's like, okay, well, when am I meeting him? I was like, huh? I thought I'd just meet him at the, at the homecoming, and then everything would be good. It's like, no, I gotta meet him. Okay. So fast forward, And he comes by the house, she meets him, and, she likes him, he's cool, or whatever the case is. Again, this is not something that I'm, like, completely demystified in and lost in or whatever, but he seemed like a cool guy. It seemed like it would be a nice night to have a date or whatever. So I guess this was technically, like, my first official date, and I was 17, and I was a senior. And so it goes... I think he picked me up. I want to say he picked me up. He had a little car. We're seniors in high school. You don't have the big fancy flashy car. So I don't forget how we even got. I think he picked me up in his car. And, he's trying to be all, cutesy and stuff, and, compliments me and everything is good. And we get to the homecoming, and everybody's talking and stuff, and then we went to go take pictures. Okay, so I was under the impression, he asked me to homecoming that he would pick up the tab for the pictures. No. But he looked over at me and was like, yeah, so you got this? And I was like, yeah, I got this. Cool. I got this, cool. I was mad. I was like, what kind of guy? How do you ask somebody out and then you don't? But that's neither here nor there. I said, you know what? I'm not going to let this ruin the night. We took a cute picture together. And then we met up with everyone after the homecoming at IHOP. Everybody met at IHOP. And again, I get stiffed with the bill. I can understand paying for my food, but then he turned over to me and was like, hey, you got this for me, Ash, you got this. And it's like, you're putting me in a very awkward situation where I don't want to look like a bitch. I'm like, no, get your own motherfucking food. So I was like, oh, yeah, sure. So I was really ticked off. I was really turned off, and any sort of attraction I may have had to him was just like lost by that point. So it's the end of the night, and he's driving me home or whatever, and he's taking me home or whatever, and he leans over for, the goodnight kiss or whatever. This joker. I paid for the pictures. I paid for his food. I paid for my ticket, and he's a lousy kisser. He was like the worst kisser in life. Y'all, he was all on my chin. He's like sucking off my foundation. I felt so gross. So gross. And I just kind of played it off like, oh, it's so sweet. Get me a napkin for my chin and my neck. And that was the end of the night. So I just kind of figured it was the end of that. Again, no real attraction there. I was really pissed off that he made me pay for everything. Come to find out, a very good friend of mine reached out to me, and she said, Ash, I just found out something. I don't want you looking like a fool in these streets. I'm gonna put you on to some game. And I'm like, what are you talking about? What are you doing? Your friend, so and such, the chick that lived down the street from you, she actually been sleeping with your homecoming date. And they got this backyard thing going on, and she ain't told her boyfriend, so he looking like a fool, but, and I don't know if this person was, I think that she was pretty genuine, because she could have kept all this information to herself. She didn't have to share it with me. But I was like, oh, so that's how it is. Okay, cool. So I approached my would-be friend, and I was like, hey, I just heard that you and so-and-such have been hooking up and doing all kind of crazy nastiness. You can have him. He's a terrible kisser, and he made me pay for everything. So good luck with that. Her jaw just dropped because she had no idea who told me, who informed me, whatever. And it doesn't even matter anymore, because I was done with her, and he was trash anyways. And within 2 months time period, honestly, within a month period of that happening, I met my then first actual boyfriend. And, ooh, she was salty. She was salty. She was salty. She was looking like a soup sandwich at prom. Yeah, she looked real, real sloppy at prom. I remember that specifically. And trying to hug up and trying to, hey, Ash, how's it going? It's going good, bitch. It's going great. You see, I got this eye candy here with me. What? What? Oh my gosh. So I got so many compliments from my prom date because they knew that he was not from where we're from. They knew that. They knew that. Just outside seeing him, they're like, he is not from the east side. It's not. Wasn't. Nope. Moral of the story is, all will be revealed in due time. And so I told my god baby. As I was like, yeah, Auntie Ash was a beard. She was a beard at one point. But once you wise up to it, you better off in the end. You are better off in the end. And that's all I had to say for that. But, yeah, once upon a time, I was a beard. I didn't let that happen again. But, I thought that was a funny story. I thought that y'all could laugh, have some little fun with it. But I appreciate y'all, all the support, all the love, all the downloads. It makes a huge difference. Thank you for supporting the Ash Said It Show. Available on all platforms, everywhere, everyone that comes through, everyone that downloads and streams the program. Thank you so much. I appreciate you beyond words. And we going to keep pushing forward, boo-boo. We going to keep pushing forward no matter what. We going to do this thing. That's how we do it. Yeah. Have a great week.